everyone, this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps and thank you for joining me for a demonstration today. We're going to be using our 6-inch round gel press today along with our lovely elements, our ink pads, and a selection of brushos. Now all I've done here is put some brusho powder in the bottom and topped it up to the top with water. You only need a tiny amount of brusho because they're very strong, so less is more on this occasion. Let's go with the graphite. Okay, I'm going to take a little off because I only want a small amount on here. And then I'm going to use Merlot, and I'm just going to pop that around the edge as well, over the top of the graphite. It just intensifies that edge a little more. So taking our fan brush, I'm going to pick a couple of colours. Let's have a look. I think this is the, yeah, that's the olive green. So I'm just going to tap that over the top. And we've got our other green here. This is leaf green. Again, it's very watered down. I don't want the colours to be too overpowering. But of course, if you want vibrancy, then just use a little less water or a little more brusho. Okay, so let's just see how we get on with this. So I've got my multifarious card here. This is the cream, and I'm just going to pop that down over the top and give that a smooth over. And let's see what we've got. And there we go. And you can see how it just intensifies that edge by using the smoothie straight onto the gel press. So that gives us a really nice base to work off now. So I've got a selection here of stamps, and we've got our lovely VersaFine Clairs here as well. That is more or less dry now. So I'm going to start with our first mushroom, and I'm going to ink that up in the Nocturne, and then just place that down around about there. Okay, give that a good press, let that stamp just rest on the card a little. And then I'm going to use my other mushroom. These come in a set, by the way. And then I'm going to pop that there. and again I'm inking up in the nocturne. And I'm going to pop her down on top of the mushroom. Again, just let that rest, let the ink soak into the card. And we've got our lovely little mouse here, and we're going to sit him on top of the other mushroom. So they're face to face. And I wonder what they're having a chat about. Okay. So I'm going to ground the mushrooms now. And I'll just pop that there. And then taking a smoothie and using the twilight, I'm just going to just ground these mushrooms. Like so. And I've got a moon mask here, so I'm going to just pop that just over the top, covering the fairy and just the face of the little mouse there. So it brings both of them into the moonlight, like so. So we've got a mini stars here, and this time I'm going to ink up in Warm Breeze. And let's just add a few stars. Makes it that much more magical. Okay, so we've got some words here as well. Nice verse. I think it's just quite nice to edge. Okay. So I'm just using the lid of our elements. Because these are water-based inks, I can just add a little bit of water and paint with them. So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to our mushrooms, just to make them look a little bit more solid and not quite as transparent. Okay. And then I'm using pine. And I'll do exactly the same thing. A little bit of water on my brush. And I'm just mixing it up in the lid. Now I've only used a tiny amount of water, so it's not pouring. I can just pop that lid back on because it's already water based, so don't worry about that. I've got one of our pound stamps here. This is our mini mushrooms. So I'm going to ink up, this time in the twilight. And I'm just bobbing a few of those around, like so. And another little stamp. And this time I'm going to ink up in Warm Breeze. It's just a little bit of foliage. Okay, so lastly I'm going to go around the edge of the card. And this time I'm using the twilight. And I'm just literally just kissing the edge, just to give it that sort of distressed feel. So we've got a couple of our metallic pens here, and all I'm going to do these are great pens just to add that last little bit of detail. And I'll do the same with the white. And this is a great white pen. It really does stand out. And there we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching and it's inspired you to have a go yourselves. Thanks again for joining me today, guys. And we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.